Buddy, you ain't looking too good. You ever want to eat solid food again, you better start cooperating.
Do you honestly think you can get me to talk?
No. But I can.
Jax, what the hell are you doing here?
You first.
You're supposed to be grounded in Shanghai. You're supposed to be in custody.
Oh, I see. You were the one that arranged my misunderstanding with customs.
I was trying to save your bloody life while you killed Carly and my daughter. Get up!
Your daughter is safe, and you were supposed to be too.
Tell me that this is all a bluff, a diversion, that you're really after something else, that you didn't really poison the water supply.
I'm sorry, little brother. That's exactly what I've done.
Elizabeth, wait. Jason is wrong. Hey,
Let her go.
Patrick. Look, you have to understand, I wasn't trying to hurt Elizabeth. I was simply trying to explain...
Explain what?
That I absolutely had no connection with Jerry Jax threatening the city. You believe me? Right?
Everyone in Port Charles has been exposed to the pathogen.
Why would you do this?
You know me, Jax. Always up for a challenge.
No, that's not it. You're desperate. You have to be.
Maybe explain to your brother things are going to end badly for him.
Jerry only speaks one language. You poisoned the city. How are you going to undo it?
Elizabeth. Tell him. Why would Elizabeth think you were involved with Jerry Jax? Jason Morgan. He put the idea in her head.
Why would Jason do that?
You were the one who told me to watch out for him. That he demands ongoing devotion from every woman he has ever been involved with, including your own wife. No, the way you bust in just now, almost like you were expecting a scene. And then when you saw us, how would you believe I would hurt Elizabeth?
I need you to check on Elizabeth, okay? And warn her to stay away from Dr. Keenan.
Now tell me, did Jason get to you too?
Here's the thing. If we kill him, if he dies, we're kind of screwed.
So this is why you faked your own death? So you could plan everyone else's?
Oh, I can assure you, I was shot and fell in the water. It's bloody freezing, I can assure you. I didn't think I'd survive.
Yet here you are, threatening everyone I love.
Not your daughter. Have you forgotten?
You kidnapped her in the middle of the night, Jerry.
To save her. Would you like her to suffer?
Why are you doing this? What do you want?
Well, I was about to explain myself when I was rudely interrupted, and now I'm afraid that everyone's going to have to be very patient.
You know, I don't have time for this. Maybe you feel like talking down the station on your feet.
Is this before or after the waterboarding?
Waterboarding? We don't do that anymore. We got all new stuff.
Are you sincerely going to let them torture your brother?
No, you did this to yourself, Jerry.
I know I'm a disappointment, but you used to look up to me. Thought I was capable of anything.
Well, you've certainly proved that, haven't you?
Don't give me too much credit. I had little help with this project.
Ewen Keenan?
Did Jason convince you that I was part of this? That I was somehow connected to Jerry Jax?
We all saw Jerry on TV. I came to check on Elizabeth when I walked in and saw your hands on her. Maybe I overreacted.
Because of Jerry's broadcast.
You never answered me. Just now, when we saw Jerry on TV, you said you never thought he would go that far.
I told you. I was familiar with the Jax family from what I read about them, but, Jerry's always seemed a bit off. You saw it yourself. When he held those people hostage. But now he's endangering a whole city. To save one woman and one child, only to threaten the lives of everyone else.
Keenan, the shrink?
I'm afraid I don't know the man.
Well, maybe your memory will come back to you at the station.
No, you can't handle this like you did Joe Scully.
That means something to you, Joe Scully?
No, it doesn't.
You're lying.
No, I don't have a reason to lie.
They can't read you, Jerry, but I can. You're lying. Tell me what this is really about.
You want answers? Get rid of the patrol cars. I'm going to get you answers.
We got to hit him with everything, all right? Obviously, he's hiding something. More importantly, we got to find Keenan.
How could you think I'd be capable of doing something like that? Exposing an entire city to a deadly pathogen?
Because I just saw how you reacted to Jerry threatening everyone I love.
Okay, if this is true, there's going to be a lot of sick people in this city. Now, you're trained to deal with psychological crisis, so we're going to need you at the hospital. Can you go back there?
Yes, I can. I just feel better if you believed me.
I'm still...
I will talk to Elizabeth, all right?
Okay. Okay. Look, just call me, okay, if you need anything. You'll know where to find me. I'll see you both at the hospital, okay?
Okay, listen to me. Hey, we don't have a lot of time.
Why? What's going on?
Jason sent me here to warn you about you, and he didn't want you anywhere near him.
What? I thought Jason didn't like you, and for just whatever reason, that he was seeing a threat where it didn't exist, but now...
Jerry, I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. You never told me you were going to threaten the entire city, and that includes Elizabeth. You've dragged me in so deep that I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You cannot appoint an attorney what will be appointed to you.
Up to Jason's friendly.
Do you understand your rights if they've been explained to you?
Would it be too much to ask to retain Alexis Davis for her services?
She's still recovering from the shot you gave her, Jerry.
Get him out of here.
Oh, well, ask her nevertheless. Thank you.
Why'd you ask about Ewen Keenan?
Do you know him?
It just sounds familiar.
Home sweet home.
Jerry Jacks.
Detective Falconeri, such a pleasure to see you again. I get the impression that the feeling is not mutual.
Take him to the interrogation room. Oh, don't worry, we won't make you wait too long.
Good.
What happened to his face?
I think he tripped.
That's good. Did he tell you anything?
No, not yet.
Maybe I'll have some better luck.
Detective,
Yeah.
you mind if I sit in?
Not at all. Let's go.
Who's this Keenan guy? Why do you think he has anything to do with this?
Dr. Keenan is a psychiatrist. He's working at General Hospital right now. Originally, he's from Australia.
Well, it's a pretty big country.
Yeah, but just to catch you up, we think that Alexis was injected out at Windermere, and I went out there to check it out, and Dr. Keenan shows up. So I did a background check. Turns out he moved to Port Charles after spending a lot of time in Alaska.
Just like Jerry and me.
Jason came to me at the hospital. He wanted to ask me a question about when Jerry poisoned Nicholas. He thinks there's a connection between what happened to Alexis and Jocelyn.
Okay, so why involve Ewen? Did he need a doctor to administer the drug? Up until this point, Ewen has never given me a reason to doubt him. And I know he cares about his patients. He would never want to hurt them.
I know this doesn't make any sense at all, but you do think that he's suspicious, right?
He said something about not knowing that Jerry would ever go this far.
Which means that they're working together.
But why? Why would Ewen ever want to work with someone like Jerry Jacks?
Ewen Keenan, does that name mean something to you?
No, I thought it sounded familiar, but... I mean, I kept up with the news in Port Charles, so I must have read it somewhere. Listen, I'm gonna go check on my daughter. And Carly told me you stayed with her when she was sick. Thank you.
She's a great kid.
Oh, maybe I can figure out a way to return the favor. Think of a way to get through to my brother.
So what do we do now?
We go to the police. We tell them that we think Ewen is involved.
Okay. I'll call Dante. Ewen!
I thought you believed me.
Come on.
This is Elizabeth. Please leave a message.
Elizabeth!